these people?
Good evening, afternoon, whatever time we are. Um, this is another episode of Angel in the Afternoon. I'm Angel Rivera alongside the esteemed panel this week of Alex Knight and Witchy Perfect. How are you doing?
Hello.
How
Whew.
are we doing? It's a long week, huh?
Yeah, I'm really tired from not only work, but just it's been a really long week.
Uh huh. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can imagine. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about this week.
What does your shirt say, little brother?
It says "fuck that shit." It's a Tulsi
Oh,
Gabbard shirt I bought in 2019.
I see.
She said that at an event when she was in New York City when she was running for president.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, cowboy.
hey. Oops.
And
How
I
you
know we
doing?
probably talk about it tomorrow, but I'm sure you saw the wrestling article about WWE wanting 2 WrestleManias in Saudi Arabia or something like that. Whatever it said,
Like back to back.
whatever the article said. Yeah, you saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
And like I said, it's just like Vegas. They're gonna do Vegas back to back. My
But I mean, in Saudi Arabia, like
Yeah,
really,
but I mean, they might as
And
well. Again, TKO only sees dollar signs. They don't care about that other shit.
yep, I don't care. But they're not going to do two
They only want
WrestleManias in
this.
1 year. What they're going to do is they'll do one WrestleMania, maybe the year after in Saudi. They're not doing two. It's absurd. But yeah, that's tomorrow alongside a SummerSlam review and alongside the moving of the pay-per-views from Peacock to ESPN starting next year.
I
So
just hate how Chuck WWE's trying to get out of sports entertainment. It's so stupid.
well, well, yeah, well, I'll break this down a lot more tomorrow. But real quick, I
I
mean,
just wanted to get that out.
yeah, real quick though, the reason why they did it, it wasn't. I don't think it's gonna about the money. Yeah, 1.7 billion over 5 years. That's great, a lot of money. $300 million a year, whatever. It wasn't about that. It's about prestige. It was about being mentioned in the same level of the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, and the NHL, and NASCAR. That's what it was about. They want to be at that upper echelon of sports and entertainment. So what do? They go to ESPN because that's the worldwide leader in sports, allegedly. So it's about prestige. That's what I think was really about. It wasn't about the money. The money's great, but it wasn't about that. But that's a lot more for tomorrow. It has, we got a lot more things to talk about here. If I go over that, then forget it. So yeah, let's see. If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe to the channels. That helps out a lot. Make sure you also, I have links in the description box below. Trying to raise money for a brand new computer. So if you're able to help, those links are down there. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if not, just like and subscribe and hang out in the chat. That helps me too.
Maybe you
So
should have me just show my tits. Maybe that would help. No, I'm just kidding.
wow.
Everybody see it. Yeah, everybody contribute. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. We get a lot of the men looking, but I won't do that because I do have a fiance who I love very much. But it's like I said to my boss the other day, maybe I should go out on the highway and just show a little leg, and maybe we'll get more people in here. I don't know.
So yeah, I'm gonna get started real quick with a what I'm looking for.
Oh boy, I made him speechless.
No, I'm
He wasn't expecting that. What?
I was trying to figure out the words I wanted to use. Have to recognize a passing, I guess. member of the audience, or at least who supported
Oh, I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
independent media. He was on my chats quite regularly too. Dwayne Bogle was his name, I believe. That's how you pronounce it, right?
yeah,
Yeah, he passed on Monday, I believe. The reason why I know about it because Kit talked about it on his channel.
yeah. Kid said something about it, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "No, I wish I was." And I was like, "Oh, geez, here we go again."
So yeah, I don't know exactly why he died, what happened, but he was in my chats quite regularly here, and and he supported INN, he supported Heartlands Media, he supported a lot of independent media, not just us. So just want to say, rest in peace, Dwayne, my friend. Good luck on that journey to your next life, or whatever religious beliefs you have. I don't know, but good luck in your journey, man. I mean, thank you for everything you did for me and for INN and for Hardlands and all the other independent news networks you supported. And see you down the road, buddy. So I just wanted to acknowledge his death because the least I can do, because he was one of the original members of my audience too. So thank you for everything and Godspeed. Now let's see. So I think we would get started. Where am I looking at here? I got so much to talk about. I don't know where to start. Um, yeah, this is pretty awkward.
Earl of Laurel. Earl missed the tits.
Oh, hey, Earl.
I'm sorry, Earl. You always come in so late. You just
Mm,
missed it. He's like, wait, what? What?
yeah, so let's go. Let's go here because hell, I don't know where else to start. Um,
Well, a couple
so
other things we could go over would be the Norman Finkelstein and the Cornell West debate.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
I never been like. Well, actually, I'm not really disappointed because I mean, again, it's what Jimmy Dore exposed, really. Out front, he had Cornell West on his show, and Cornell West totally,
That's when
you know,
that's when I was done with him.
yeah.
yeah,
Same with me, and I
And
wasn't really gonna vote for him anyway.
we could also talk about Jimmy Dore. Also mentioned it earlier in the week that there was this like 18-year-old crazy girl who joined OnlyFans and made like $1 million or something like that. I believe so.
Good on her.
Yeah.
oh
Well,
my god,
it's a ridiculous story. So if you go on Jimmy Dore, if you see that, you'll see that video there. So yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's unfortunately, that's kind of like the future of dating and male. I mean, just my
What now? To get $1 million, you have to show your tits and your dick. I'm asking a question for a friend. Hey, if that's all it takes, baby.
yeah,
Woo! All
yeah,
right.
it's unfortunate, but it seems like no,
What's the
it's
counter now? Is it 1 or 2 or?
I didn't say sucking dick. I said dick.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't. That's just the issue nowadays with dating and stuff. Seems like a lot of men cannot talk to women in real life.
Yes, I
So
think Cowboy Kitty knows
Wow.
what I'm talking
yeah,
about that.
so it's just this is the future where men just. I saw a video recently that some other guy took out his favorite OnlyFans model on a date, but he bought a gigantic screen to the restaurant with her. Like it wasn't her in person; it was her just sitting there while I took his screen to the restaurant. It's like the saddest thing I ever seen.
Oh
And
my god.
and allegedly he gave her 6 figures in order to do that.
Wow.
It's
So
just
you gave a woman 6 figures to sit on a screen and pretend like she was on a date with you.
yeah, it's the saddest thing I've
Wow.
ever seen. I mean, it's the most pathetic thing I've ever
These are
seen. Is
people who
that
couldn't even get a woman even if they tried.
yeah, that's the
That's
saddest
just
thing I've ever seen.
sad.
And then now there's you can take this go down the rabbit hole further with AI. I guarantee you, there's going to be men who start dating their AI chatbot, or
Yeah,
marry
didn't that
them.
one guy? Didn't that one guy like fall in love with his chatbot, and his real girlfriend's like, I'm over
Yeah.
here. The tits are over here. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
What am I, chopped liver?
Yeah, it's the saddest thing, and it's gonna get worse because most people over the age of 30 are single or don't have kids or whatever. So the U.S. government's kind of panicking over that. That a lot of people over 30 don't have kids because they can't replace the population quick enough. But that's their
Rich people.
problem. Yeah, because ultimately the government can do something. They could put in more social programs and they can encourage more reproduction, but they don't. So that's their fault, not ours. But I digress because there's a long philosophical conversation on that. So, and that's the
I don't
entire
understand
episode
why
there.
men would not want a real woman compared to an AI woman. Wouldn't you like to stick your dick in something that's real? I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, that's what I think, but apparently not. I mean, men that are under the age of 30, especially, they are just completely. They would
Okay.
rather either date OnlyFan models or pay them to date them, quite frankly, or the AI chatbot. And then the next step would be androids, actual androids. And the next step after that, it's such a philosophical rabbit hole that I'm like, we can do an entire episode on that. But
Right. Well, the thing is, you do know that if you date AI, guys, you're using your hand. Basically, you're using your hand. You're not sticking your dick in a vagina. It's not happening. So
yeah,
I don't know how you. I guess your hand gets you off. Hey, great for you!
yeah.
Yay! What the fuck? My girls out there, what the fuck's going on, y'all? I prefer real sex to sex non-existent. What
Yep.
are I don't even know like what you just said right there. That blows my mind right there.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, let's
ridiculous.
get to the Puerto Rico thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's ridiculous. Like I said, we could go down that rabbit hole, but quite frankly, that's an entire episode on itself. If we wanted to go down the dating rabbit hole and the AI
Good
and
thing I don't date no
OnlyFans,
more. I
yeah.
got my guy, and he's
Yeah.
real.
So, anyways, as I brought up yesterday on Twitter and stuff, the White House, Donald Trump, Orange Man Bad, guy with a ferret on his head. What do you want to call this guy? Um, he's upending Puerto Rico's oversight board by firing almost all of them, except for like one. So the president fires 5 of the 7 board members. Actually, there's 2 left. The federal watchdog that oversees Puerto Rico's finances, inserting itself in the island's high stakes debt and contract negotiations. This was published a few days ago. So, the White House fired 5 of the 7 board members of the federal watchdog group that oversees Puerto Rico's finances, inserting itself in the island of blah. But board chairman Arthur Gonzalez, a former bankruptcy judge, Cameron McKenzie, Betty Rosa, Juan Sabator, and Luis Urbañas were notified Fridays that have been terminated, according to emails viewed by Bloomberg. Andrew Briggs and John Nixon were not included in the call, which was
Huh?
first reported by Breitbart.
Call? What
Yeah, Cull. That's what it says. Call.
is that a word? Is that what they meant?
Yeah, but I'm sure they
Maybe they
meant call.
I don't know.
It's and then meant Call, but it says Cull. So that's why I read it as call, but I did see it was a U there. So either there's no
Either
this
that's
is
a typo or somebody
it's a typo that nobody bothered to not fact check
or somebody knows some
proofread.
really good words.
Nobody bothered to proofread it, the editor, or it could be AI writing this articles and just putting it out there, and they're screwing up. Because who wrote this article?
No, there is a word. It's
Jim
it's
Jim Weiss, Skylar Woodhouse, and
Kai.
Michelle Kasky. So there's 3 people here. There's no way AI would usually be 1, I would assume. But yeah, they misspelled call as cola. So
No, it is a word. Cull. It's a select from a large quantity obtained from a variety of sources. That's what it means.
Well, maybe
Okay.
maybe that's what they meant. I guess.
I don't know.
Okay.
As far as the oversight board knows, we have 7 active board members and not heard otherwise. A spokesman for the Financial Oversight Management Board said in an email Tuesday. The board has saved the island taxpayers $55 billion in creditor payments over 40 years that have come under fire in recent days from a Trump confidant and far right activist Laura Loomer, who has taken issue with the cost of Puerto Rico's numerous bankruptcies.
She's not an activist.
So that's the thing. I mean, now Laura Loomer is getting her hands on this, and all of a sudden Trump now is noticing what's going on in Puerto Rico. So, but he's going to make it worse, of course. Not going to make it better. This is colossal failure all around, she wrote Saturday on X. Every single one of these lawyers, consultants need to be fired. A new board needs to be installed to clean up the mess. So what does Trump do? He fires most of the board. He's listening to right-wing commentators on Twitter now. That's what he's doing. Oops. She said the board has spent more than $2 billion on bankruptcy lawyers, restructuring advisors alone in the past decade. A widely reported estimate of the cost of reorganization, and claimed Trump has the power to replace it with a new group. Emails viewed by Bloomberg cited the board's salaries and decisions made by the group for prolonging the bankruptcies as reason for terminations. Trump is making wholesale changes to NGOs and boards and government bodies across the country, so it should not have been a surprise this could happen. This dude said, who's a partner at some analytics company. Established in 2016 under the Obama administration, the board is a protracted fight to reduce the obligations of Puerto Rico's Electric Power Authority, or PREPA, from $10 billion down to $2.6 billion, with some bondholders insisting that the utility can repay more. It also has slowed local government plans to sign a multi-billion-dollar liquefied natural gas delivery contract with New Fortress Energy. So here we go with New Fortress Energy. Shares of New Fortress Energy, run by billionaire Wes Edens, surged as much as 17% Tuesday before pairing the gain to 7.9% as of 12:41 p.m. Jesus. Another billionaire, taking his grubby little hands on Puerto Rico. I mean, there is so many of these billionaires and millionaires, that are desperate for any type of money from the island. Puerto Rico is in the highest priced and least reliable energy any U.S. jurisdiction, and complex restructuring process has seen this key to the island's financial viability. Financial viability to Wall Street, not to the people. I'm going to make that clear because it's a Wall Street thing. It's not about the people. Oh, and rich people in general.
Yeah.
Because you know who lives down there, right? All the millionaires and billionaires, because Puerto Rico passed a bill a few years ago basically saying, hey, you live on the island and you're a gringo, you pay no taxes.
Or as Trump would say, billions and billions and billions and billions.
So that's why a lot of American millionaires...
It was a hoax. It was a hoax. Epstein was a hoax.
That's why a lot of American millionaires and billionaires are living, quote unquote, in Puerto Rico. That way they don't pay federal or state income tax. Because Puerto Rico is in charge of income tax to gringos.
It's like the Cayman Islands, guys. Stick all your money in the Cayman Islands. You don't have to fucking pay for it.
Yeah. So, yeah, and that fucking little prick Logan Paul lives down there too. So that's why.
Fuck that dude. He could go suck a dick.
There's the first one.
For my counter.
Yeah, wait. Logan Paul lives down there.
Oh.
It took you a minute, little brother. I was gonna say, fuck that dude.
Because I didn't quite hear what he said.
Oh, he said Logan Paul.
Logan Paul lives down there on the island.
No, I heard it the second time.
Yeah, so
is it really 6?
No, that's from last week.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't think I said it that much already.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to pace myself.
While some PREPA bondholders have pushed back against the Oversight Board's latest debt-cutting proposal, the board has kept Puerto Rico's spending in line with revenue collections, a practice missing in the years leading up to the Commonwealth's record bankruptcy. Again, there's so much more context to that. They're basically implying that Puerto Rico has spent way too much money over the years and racked up all this debt. That's not true. That's what we did in Washington. I mean, we backed up, what? National debt's $40 trillion right now? But it doesn't matter because we print our own currency, so nobody really cares. But Puerto Rico, they're not doing that.
No, and Trump's mission this whole time has kind of been like, fuck Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
No, why? there are American citizens, and to be honest, even if you're Puerto Rican,
Hey, Macy.
I hey, drive me Macy. I don't understand. See, this is I was watching something about Native Americans, and I went, we all bleed the same, even if you're Mexican or whatever, or Puerto Rican. We all bleed the same.
Yeah.
So we're all equal in the eyes of whatever creator you believe in. At
Yeah.
least we should be. Um, I just think it's Trump's mission to fuck Puerto Rico. I mean, no offense, but I mean, it just seems like he's just like, hey, I'll just throw you some towels. Go wipe up your shit with towels. What the fuck? That's not gonna
Yeah.
help.
That was after that Hurricane Maria, I think it was in
Yeah,
2017, right after he entered office. The
right.
first time
And he's
he
throwing them towels like he's
he
some
thought
kind
it
of
was a
fucking
good idea.
basketball store.
He thought it was a good idea, and not only that the optics of it, to start just throwing paper towels, people like we're basketball.
Yeah, here, poor people, go clean
good
up your shit
idea.
with this.
The board's the board oversight board also stepped in and paid general obligation bondholders nearly $11 billion in 2022 to finalize the restructuring the debt load after island lawmakers refused to authorize the payment to
I hope
investors.
you're doing okay, Macy.
Yeah, but my town was in a war zone all last week. I've been hiding out, sheltering. Hopefully you're okay. What's going on? And I'm sorry about the motorcycles here, but
I wonder
not
how
much
like,
I can do about it.
Is that
Pricks.
thunder?
No, it's motorcycles.
Uh,
But yeah, look at this sentence though. The Puerto Rican government, the oversight board, or Puerto Rico owed $11 billion to bondholders, and the actual government of Puerto Rico refused to pay it. Like, no, we don't owe this money. What does the oversight board do? They step in and pay $11 billion because the government of Puerto Rico doesn't actually control Puerto Rico. It's the board that Barack Obama started in order to siphon off and suck out every single solitary goddamn dime from Puerto Rico and give it to Wall Street.
of course.
That's the whole point of that
Because
Promesa
fuck
bill.
poor people.
That was the whole point of that Promesa bill, that created that board. To that oversight board to control Puerto Rico's finances, because they can't do it themselves. Obviously, they're just fucking idiot moron brown people, right? We have to control it for them.
Just talented as white kids.
Yeah. The board, so to finalize the restructuring the debt, the island's lawmakers refused to authorize the payment to investors. The boards filed Prepa's bankruptcy in 2017, but it was been delayed by Puerto Rico's own debt restructuring, natural disasters, including Hurricane Maria, which wiped out power on the island for nearly a year. Actually, by the way, there's power issues to this day, which I've discussed and other content creators have as well. And because the news don't give a shit about Puerto Rico, so there's still power outages to this day in the island. And they're rolling power outages, and apparently they're blaming the people for it because they're using too much electricity. Yeah, so this is not 1899. Most of our stuff is powered by electricity. So what do you expect us to do? Or not me, I live here in the States, but what do you expect them to do out there? They have
you have
99 because of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, that's a funny
But don't you have family in Puerto Rico, Angel?
Yeah. I do.
Oh, I feel so sorry for your family. Please, Angel's family, please be safe, okay? Because this shit's getting real.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Wiped out power, the COVID pandemic, and 2 prior governors ripping up deals that would have cut Prepa's debt load. Bloomberg.com. Okay, so this continues. Yeah, that's done.
Oh, there's a pig.
Yeah, that's
And then there's the drone. The drone that's going to come and kill me now that I called him a Mr. Piggy.
Macy says, we've had someone unalive 4 persons and couldn't find a dude for like a week. And the gossip is so loud you can't hear yourself think. Jesus. As long as you're safe, but that's...
Yeah, stay safe out there.
It's brutal, yeah.
Remember, hug your neighbors. Because the elites are just going to stick a knife in it. It made national
It's
news.
just
Angel, just to change the topic very quickly, have you been playing the Battlefield 6 beta yet?
no.
Waiting for my hot wings.
No, I haven't touched it. Is it good? I heard good
Yeah,
things,
it's
but
fun. So far, it's fun. Yeah.
Fred, you
Uh-huh.
are. Mwah. What the actual fuck? I'm over here like, what?
I had hot wings back on Monday and I ate them all. So sorry.
He doesn't share. He didn't bring enough for everybody. Damn it.
Just don't eat those Eddie Guerrero burritos that Big Show ate. Remember?
Oh God.
No, he'll be shitting his brains out. He'll be shitting through a screen and never hit the sides. No. And you missed it too, Fred. You missed the tents at the beginning.
So there's more information here.
Everybody missed it.
Hold on, let me see something.
Except for Cowboy, who was here.
Is it?
Hey, whoever's ramping up their motorcycles, you're still not cool.
Donation links are down below for my computer fundraiser drive. Also, my birthday's the end of the month, by the way. So you want to throw a little birthday money at your boy? I'm all good for it. I appreciate it. All right. So this is a little more information here. Trump admin dismisses all Democrats from. That's the thing. This is what I missed. They're all Democrats, by the way.
Over there.
Trump fired all the Democrats from the Puerto Rico Financial Oversight Board.
Of course he did.
Wasn't just regular people. This is partisan. So
look, I'm owning the libs.
Yeah, that's what this is. A White House official told a federally appointed board member that President Donald Trump has terminated 5 of the 7 members. So blah. Trump administration has dismissed the 5 out of 7 members on Puerto Rico's Federal Control Board that oversees the U.S. territory's finances, sparking concern in the future of the island's fragile economy. All 5 that were fired were Democrats. That's really what the first article didn't really mention. The White House official told Associated Press on Tuesday that the board had been running inefficiently and ineffectively by its governing members for far too long, and it was time to restore common sense leadership.
Because it's run by Republicans and Democrats.
And
what does that mean? Good leadership. What do they mean by that?
This is Trump.
The revolving door.
This is Trump basically going back to the time to drain the swamp in D.C., which he never did. He's not going to do it here either. But this is more of that rhetoric, drain the swamp.
I mean, come on, this is just bullshit. It's just more bullshit. If there was a Democratic president, the Republicans would have been out of a job. But trust me, it's a revolving door, so they that's fine.
Biden would have kept the old school Republicans in.
Oh, I'm sure, because he sucks their dick too.
Hey, CBC. Enjoy that Alaska cruise you're on. I mean, thank you for joining us here.
Yeah, he told me the other day on my channel. He's like, I'm on Alaskan cruise. I'm like, damn, man.
Thank you for joining us anyways. I mean, if I'm on a cruise, I'm probably not watching content, but hey, thanks for the support, man.
No, I'd be butt naked with my man. That's what I'd be doing. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
smack that.
Okay.
Oh, come on, little brother.
So these are all the Democrats that were fired. The 2 remaining board members, Andrew Briggs and John Nixon, are Republicans. The board confirmed that all 5 members were terminated, noting that the board would continue to fulfill its mandate and work in the interest of the people of Puerto Rico. Bullshit. This part here, especially in the interests of the people of Puerto Rico. That's not why they're there. Whoops. They're there in the interest of Wall Street and the bondholders. That's what they're there for.
They don't give a shit about the people of Puerto Rico.
This is more gaslighting here. I love this is your classic Puerto Rican cafe here, but it's of course in the dark because no electric. Customers in a restaurant.
That's okay. Candles. We can take candles.
Customers in a restaurant Old San Juan lit by battery-powered lanterns during an island-wide power outage in April. So there's lanterns there. So they're continuing to serve people and be in business, but they have lanterns. Sylvette Santiago, a spokesperson for the board, did not immediately return message seeking comment on whether the board members would fight the decision. Meanwhile, Representative Nidia Velasquez a New York Democrat, criticized the dismissals, though she acknowledged that what she said what she said were serious and long-standing concerns about the actions the board has taken, including implementing austerity measures. So she disagrees with Trump, but at the same time agrees with him because these people did bad things to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not why Trump fired him. He fired him because he wants more of his lackeys there in order to screw Puerto Rico even more, which is what they're doing. So she's talking out of both sides of her mouth here. It's like, oh, Trump, orange man, horrible, fired these people. Oh, by the way, I don't like what the board did a few times here and there. Like,
Yeah, because
which
it
one
didn't
is it?
screw poor people enough.
The-
I do declare.
let's
Fuck
see.
you.
The sudden purge by Donald Trump is not about justice or reform, she said in the statement. It simply creates an opening to stack the board or even more extreme pro-bondholder appointees who will continue to put the needs of hedge funds over the Puerto Rican people. Again, she's not wrong there, but the issue is she talks out of both sides of her mouth on this. It's
Yeah,
like,
so will you. You
it-
will every time a rich person will screw a poor person every single time. When it comes down to it.
Nothing be happy to eat sea bugs.
And eat sea bugs, that's right.
So, blah, blah, blah. The board was created in 2016 under the Obama administration. By the way, that was one of the last bills Obama passed before he left office in 2017. It was a Promesa Act, which basically created this board, the board of directors, as I call them, to basically screw Puerto Rico because there were many times where the Puerto Rican government tried to do the right thing, but the board overseeing them say, no, you gotta do austerity, you gotta cut funding to your public schools, you gotta cut funding for your electrical grid, you gotta give all your money to the hedge funds and Wall Street that owns the bonds that control your island. So, fuck you. A year after Puerto Rican government declared it was unable to pay more than $70 billion in public debt load and later filed for the biggest municipal bankruptcy in U.S. history. And the argument that a lot of conservatives were making at the time was since Puerto Rico is not a state, it can't file for municipal bankruptcy. So that's when they created this board to screw Puerto Rico instead of to make them pay back all this debt, which they wasn't there. What? God damn it! Which wasn't there to begin with because it wasn't their debt. It was debt that was thrown on them by Wall Street, of course. I can go down the rabbit hole of why Puerto Rico has that $70 billion debt, but that's something I would like to do with David and there was somebody else that wanted to do that series with me, which I forgot to do. But I'm definitely gonna get to it though, because the US government has fucked Puerto Rico worse than Spain ever did. And remember, going back to the history of Puerto Rico, Spain controlled Puerto Rico for hundreds of years, maybe even a millennia, before they lost it in the Spanish-American War, which the U.S. won. So effectively, we stole Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, and some other islands there too after that war. So, but Puerto Rico was free for all of a month. So during the war, Puerto Rico declared independence from Spain.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Somebody sneezed. Bless you. Yeah. Okay. Puerto Rico declares independence from Spain during the war. They were free for a month. The war ends. The U.S. and Spain makes a deal. Oh yeah, you can have Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's like, no, but we declare independence. It's not yours anymore, Spain. No, you can have it. Like, what the hell are you gonna do? You don't do anything to the Americans. So here, you're now subjugated by the Americans. And then what happens 10 years later? World War One. What happens then? Woodrow Wilson is desperate for more men because, hey, I mean, we got to send more people to die for Europe's wars again. And actually, not again. That'd be the first time. We do it again 30 years later for World War II, but I digress. So what does Woodrow Wilson do? It's like, oh, what about the brown Puerto Ricans down there don't know English? It's like, well, they're not citizens. Well, make them citizens. Make them. Let's give them
as long as they
citizenship.
die for America.
Yeah, and throw them in the front lines. Let them be our cannon fodder along with the Negroes or black people. You know, I would say other words, but I can't. Put them in the front lines as cannon fodder with Negroes and let them die. You know, and we won't honor them or anything. Of course not. I mean, we'll honor the good white soldiers who died, but you know, eventually, that's what happened, and the citizenship was forced upon Puerto Rico. U.S. citizenship. We didn't want it. We had most had no desire for citizenship, but that happens. I can keep going. World War II, the same thing happens. Korea, Vietnam, um, even all the way up to today. All the wars of today. Puerto Ricans are still fighting U.S. wars in the Middle East, in Europe, and in the Far East. The Far East. What the hell was that? The Far East. I haven't heard that in like 100 years. Somebody said the Far East. I
It's
digress.
he probably meant um actually no, never mind.
Yeah, it didn't sound the Far East, so that didn't sound right. I was like, isn't that like racist now? I mean, I'm so confused by what's racist and what isn't, but I digress. I'm rambling. But you get my point. The U.S. government's fucked Puerto Rico for nearly 100 years now. They have over 100 years now. They have control. Let's see. In remarks to the AP, the White House official claimed that the board had operated ineffectively, and in secret said it shelled out huge sums to law, consulting, and lobbying firms. Of course, you got to enrich the law firms, the consulting and lobbying firms. Even though Trump is allegedly mad at that, but I would figure he had no problem with that. The official who spoke on condition anonymity to discuss the subject also accused the board staff of receiving exorbitant salaries. Why are you mad at that for? I mean, they're not going to do it for free. They're going to rob as much as they can from the U.S. government. Puerto Rico is struggling to restructure more than $9 billion in debt held by the state's Electric Power Authority, with officials holding bitter mediation with creditors demanding full payment. The creditors, by the way, again, are the same Wall Street vulture capitalists we've been talking about this entire time so far. It's the only Puerto Rico government debt pending a restructuring, with the White House official accusing the board of preferring to extend the bankruptcy. In February, the board's executive director, Robert Mojica Jr., said it was impossible for Puerto Rico to pay back $8.5 billion that bondholders are demanding. And he instead unveiled a new fiscal plan that proposed a $2.6 billion payment for creditors. The plan does not call for any rate increases for an island that has one of the highest power bills in any U.S. jurisdiction, as chronic power outages persist, given the grid's weak infrastructure. So again, how do these credit bondholders expect Puerto Rico to pay back $8.5 billion when they damn well know they can't?
That's why they put them into debt. They
not
literally
about
put
that.
them. Yeah,
It's
they put them into debt so they can't pay it
they
back. So
they
guess
know they
what?
can't pay. They know they can't pay.
Yeah, c'est la vie.
Mm-hmm. So they take every shred of value that Puerto Rico may or may not have, and hell, even if they don't have it, they still take it anyways. They take whatever of value, whatever shred of value they can. And oh, by the way, this 8.5 billion interest is accruing on this, so the debt keeps going up. So it's like 1% or 2. I don't know what the percentage is, but I definitely know the interest rate on this debt. So it's like recently, I think yesterday, I saw this video about how this college student had borrowed $28,000 in student loan, took out $28,000 loan for college, paid back $28,000, now owes $38,000, is about to owe $58,000. She hasn't paid back by a certain period, so there's penalties on top of that. So the original $28,000 she took out, she paid. Now there's another $38,000 on top of that, and only interest. So I'm like, what's the point of taking out a loan for college? If that's what's going to happen to you. They'll tie you in debt for the rest of your natural life. By the time you pay off your debt, you'll be in your 60s, and good luck trying to buy a house at that age. Like, you're basically at the end of you're almost the end of your life at that point. So Obama lied to millennials in the worst way possible when he claimed that college was the way out of poverty, and to take out student loans, that it's okay because you'll be able to pay it back once you get out of college. No, you can't. No, you absolutely can. And now there's a student loan crisis that is over $1 trillion, which millennials have most of that debt. So,
remember when Kyle Gawinski and Cristobal were praising Biden with the small student loan cuts or whatever it was that he did?
That's a joke. What Joe Biden did there with student loans, that barely covered, like, you have to be like a teacher or some sort of public servant in order to have your debt forgiven or something like that. And that's after you've been paying for like 10 years consistently. And you're lucky to have it forgiven. So it's like, it's total bullshit. And then he tried to do some ridiculous thing where oh yeah, I forgive everybody's debt, but he did it in the legally incorrect way. So the Supreme Court overturned it and then did nothing after that. It's like there was a way you could have done it, but of course not. Because it wasn't about that. It was about a grandstanding virtue signaling to your base, like, hey, at least I tried, right? Vote for Democrats.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's what a lot of these liberals did. They voted for Democrats. And unfortunately for them, it wasn't enough. People were sick of the Democrats. And guess who's back in power again? The orange man that the left hates.
And even with Trump and all his, with what's going on with his presidency, Democrats are still doing really bad.
They're still under 50% somehow in polling, and they're still in horrible shape.
In the 20s, isn't it?
Yeah, they're in their 20, I think mid 20s last time I saw it. It was like, yeah, I mean, even if it's just not good, their chances of winning is like, even with what everything Trump has done in the last 6 months to screw us over, he's still more popular than Democrats.
Get ready for President Vance.
At this point, I would not be surprised. Alvin Velasquez, a bankruptcy law professor at Indiana University, said he worries a dismissal of board members could spark another crisis in Puerto Rico. This is really about getting a deal out of the power company that is not sustainable for the ratepayers of Puerto Rico, he said. What it seems like they're doing, is they're trying to bankrupt the power company, trying to take as much money as they can from that. If it shuts down, it shuts down. Like, they don't really care. They got all their money out of it, so they don't care whether the power company shuts down.
Take the money and run.
Unable to operate. It leaves Puerto Rico in like the dark ages with no electricity and no power anyway. But
we got candles. I'm sorry.
And they got, and I heard there was some asshole who I think it was in Univision the other day. It happened to be on my television there, and he's a Republican, a strategist. Is like, oh, what's the big deal? You can just get a generator to generate your house, to generate electricity. I'm like,
wow, he missed the forest for the trees.
It's like, oh yeah, you can install one of those generators in your house. The ones
if they can't afford to fix the electricity in their area, what makes you think they're going to be able to afford $1,000 generator? You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, he just said it so flippantly on Univision. It was like, and of course the host and nobody really said anything. Is like, oh yeah, they move right on to the next subject. But it's like, oh, of course, even though Univision's allegedly more like the progressive, channel for Latinos, but they're not. Because Univision's ultimately controlled. Their CEO is
doesn't mean anything anymore. It shouldn't exist anymore.
No, the CEO of Univision is like a Jewish guy anyway, so he's not even Spanish. So again, like the joke is, Jews control everything. They control the world. But
anti-Semitic?
Yeah, that was kind of the joke I was making on the DM chat the other day. And it's like, Steph was like, no, it's not anti-Semitic. Velasquez, the former chair of the Unsecured Creditors Committee during the bankruptcy proceedings, also questioned if dismissals are legal, since board members can only be removed for just cause. What's the cause? Blah, blah, blah. The dismissals were first reported by Breitbart, a conservative news outlet. Okay, so that's that. It's ridiculous, it's like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I'm tired of, it's just the same. Puerto Rico is fucked. Gaza is fucked.
I'm telling you, what they do over there, they will eventually do over here. So get ready to starve to death, poor people, or oh nothing, be happy and eat some bugs.
Oops, so long.
But remember, Hamas, they're the evil ones, Hamas.
Right. We're all going to be Hamas.
Yep.
You condemn Hamas.
Whoops, still too small. Like, I can barely see it. Here we go. So this is ICE in Puerto Rico. They are, it's bad here, and it's probably worse over there because every single person in Puerto Rico is brown and or speaks Spanish, so they're just cracking down on the entire island and just rounding up people, right, and just putting him in and just not really locking him up, but rounding him up, collecting all their IDs, like, oh, you're actually a citizen. Oops, sorry, here. But they're really, let's see, in Puerto Rico, outraged citizens confronted ICE agents who pulled out their guns on a migrant and broke his car window. The migrant sped away without arrest. Puerto Rico is subject to the Trump administration's immigration policies and crackdown are due to their colonial relationship with the United States.
You know who's loving all of that? AOC.
So I think I'm not sure anything in Spanish. It might be. Let me see. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. There are subtitles, but they're really small. I'm not sure you guys can see them or not. You guys are bullies. You guys are bullies. Papi means, but you know what papi means, I'm sure. You want to break his window, huh?
No saben hacer su trabajo, papi.
Don't know how to do your job.
Ando con pistola y todo.
They're threatening him with a gun. Let him go. Let him have a chance. He's in his car. Set him free. Give him a chance. It's not like that in Puerto Rico.
Van a estar sacando pistolas así, ¿qué se creen ellos? A pendejar que sacan pistolas los cabrones. Chamaquitos no están malos.
Oops.
A pendejar que
The worst part is that these motherfuckers are pulling their guns out.
sacan pistolas los cabrones. Chamaquitos no están malos. Van a estar sacando pistolas. Van a estar sacando pistolas, papi. Abusadores.
Dale para allá. No lo piensen.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just go.
Mira, no hagas eso.
They're encouraging this guy to basically run over the cops in order to get out
No
of
hagas eso. No hagas eso. No hagas eso.
Dale para atrás.
it. Broke his window.
Papi,
No le dispares, papi, no le dispares.
Don't
Dale,
shoot him,
dispárale,
don't shoot
cabrón, dispárale. Dispara, hijo de puta, dale, dispara.
Oh, now
Dispara,
they have
cabrón,
to get in
para
their
que
cars and they have to run this guy down.
Yeah. No dispare, hijo de puta. Don't shoot,
Why
son of a
why
bitch.
did they pull him over in the first place? Did we ever find out?
No.
No.
No, I mean, the video started there, and they already had him pulled over, so...
Oh,
There
they
was-
sound like
there-
American cops. I just pulled you over because I wanted to. How about you go suck a dick and leave me alone? I
Yeah,
got shit to do.
there's no probable cause. It's just like, oh yeah, let's pull you over. For what reasons, because it's like, well, I smelled marijuana, that whole trick, which they
Yeah,
can't
well,
do
then you
anymore.
must smell yourself because I don't do marijuana, motherfucker. So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I'm daring a cop to do that to me. Oh, excuse me, ma'am, I smell marijuana. Well, then you must smell it yourself. You must have been smelling your own asshole because I'm telling you, I don't do that.
hmm Well, in states that marijuana has been legalized, they can't do that anymore. It's not probable cause, but for to stop somebody. But in states, I'm not sure. I don't think Puerto Rico legalized marijuana yet. But
Dispara, dispare, hijo de puta, dispare. Dale, cabrón. Dale, mamabicho, dale. Cabrón.
multiple things were said there. Don't chase him. Don't shoot him. Go suck a dick.
Whoa! I wasn't there. I swear. I never left Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So when they say "Mama Bicho," I mean go suck a dick. Literally. That's what else.
Similar like this is probably gonna happen in GTA 6.
These guys are my friends.
Oh yeah.
They know.
Puerto Ricans have no interest in U.S. federal cops, especially. So it's like they already feel subjugated by the U.S. as it is, and now these feds are going to come around here and tell migrants here to basically try to kick them out of Puerto Rico. Like for what? We're already been subjugated by you guys. So fuck off, son of a bitch. Suck a dick. Yeah.
Hey, they can't say
There you go.
I did. You can't. No, they can't have a bigger counter than I have.
Yep. So, Puerto Ricans don't play. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Fred and Earl and all you guys. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you smash that like button. That helps a lot. So yeah, that's Puerto Rico for you. We're all fucked there. I mean, unfortunately. Is there anything else before I move on to Israel? Because that's even just as bad, if not worse. Let me see what I got here. Actually, let me just do that. Oh yeah, this is. Before I get to that, hold on. Let me see something. No, I mean that's that. So we'll discuss that more. But yeah, if you guys, I'm sure I've discussed these pay now, buy now, pay later services for groceries like Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay.
Mm-hmm.
There's new polling that shows that 1 in 7 Americans now report using buy now, pay later services like Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay to get groceries.
Yeah, I was telling my dad that,
Mhm.
and he goes, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Serious as a heart attack." I mean,
Yeah.
hello.
So 17% also said they use BNPL services for medical or dental care. Buy now, pay later. So it's not just for groceries, it's almost for everything. Medical care, dental care. Share of Americans who say that select financial pressures are a major source of stress. So groceries, housing, the amount of money you save, the amount you get paid. I mean, so yeah,
Is Angel's camera set to black and white? No. I see color.
no, I don't see an issue with it. I mean, was it black and
I'm
white?
gonna issue with your camera, Fred.
It looks fine. Hold on.
Yeah, I see color.
Unless it went black and white briefly, but oops.
Well, that would be so cool. No offense, Angel in black and white.
So I'll quickly go over this.
I mean, again, once what they do over in the Middle Eastern countries, they will do here. So people can't pay their groceries. They can't pay for this. They can't pay for that. Again, guys, I've been saying this. They do not care about you. The elite want you dead. They want you dead.
Mm-hmm.
And don't
Yeah,
let
I'm
Mr.
not.
Trailer Park Trash tell you that, well, the economy's doing great.
Yeah, I'm not paying for
Everything
that.
is great. And Epstein is a hoax. I think I predicted this, that we're literally weeks away from Trump saying Epstein who?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the guy that I hung out with a long time ago? Ow.
He's a hoax. He wasn't
Yeah.
real. Oh my God.
It's
You
ridiculous.
can't make this shit up anymore.
Since we have to pay or subscribe to read that article, might as well just go to the Israel topic, whatever you
Yeah. I mean, no, but I have a video here I can get to, and then we'll get to that because yeah, that's good. So most Americans say grocery costs are a major source of stress. It is.
Don't say.
You've stressed over your grocery bill lately, and you are not alone. A new poll revealing that most Americans are worried about paying for food at the store. Scripps News national correspondent Avajoy Burnett is with us now, live from our Washington, D.C. newsroom. Avajoy, how are people feeling about their grocery store visits?
Well, a lot of people are saying those grocery store prices, they're really stressing them out. We're talking about items like apples and ground beef. They've gone up 7 and 10% when compared to just 1 year ago. But experts are saying even if tariffs aren't the sole contributing factor here, they could be making things even worse.
No shit.
Americans are feeling the pinch at the grocery store.
It's depressing. And just, I don't know,
Yeah, no
difficult
shit, it's
to.
depressing.
Yeah.
We literally are fucking starving to death and nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. I'm really stressed about my groceries, y'all.
And I just want to say, remember when Trump supporters, when the election, their main complaints were like grocery prices and all that? Well, ever since Trump took over, they haven't said anything.
Yeah, they've gone back to sleep.
Okay, I see what Fred is saying. I see color in the background, big picture, better. Angel looks in black and white when in small frame. Yeah, you could I could definitely see because I'm fine there, but like that, yeah, I can definitely see why you would think it's black and white. But yeah, I'm in color for now.
Wrap your head around about how much you have to spend to make a meal for somebody.
Rose Neighbor House is among those looking for ways to stretch her money when shopping for food.
I always look for bargains. And then if something is on sale, I'll buy that because I know it's on sale. And then if something is just way overpriced, I just do without.
Most Americans say they're stressed about the cost of groceries.
I love that number. 14% not a source of stress for groceries. So that's your
Those are
millionaires.
rich people. Yeah,
that's your
rich
millionaires and even billionaires, I guess.
You know what has gone down or what's on sale?
Also, the MAGA people. There's no.
Oh no! As long as they're Orange Man's in charge, it's not a source of stress right now. In 4 years,
most of them can't eat anyway.
When American Psycho Gavin Newsom is president in 4 years, maybe it'd be a source of stress again. But for now, they're good.
Well,
53% saying.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you notice that literally the only stuff that's on sale or really cheap is the shit that's poisoned the most, and it's shitty shit you shouldn't be eating in the first place. All this candy and shit and all the stuff with all kinds of preservatives and red dye and all that shit that's not good for you. That's the shit that's cheap and on sale. Notice that. Everything else is so high priced. Well, I can do without. Yeah, that's the point. That's why they want you to not buy it. They want you to buy the shitty food with all the fucking poison in it, so you'll fucking die of heart attacks and cancer. Dumbasses.
It's a major source.
No one says shit. You'll eat sea bugs. That's it. Well, I guess I won't be eating meat because I can't afford it.
Yeah, meat is going to quick. If this keeps up, at some point in the near future, meat is going to become a delicacy. Like, it's not going to be able to be afforded.
That's what they want. That's what the rich want.
Of stress, according to a new Associated Press NORC poll.
Used to be you go in with $30, you could buy a week's groceries.
A lot of us are on a fixed.
Oh yes, I know. $30 bought you a week's groceries in 1975. Or maybe 1986 when we were babies. Yeah, definitely, but not anymore.
Or 1984.
Yeah, like the lady, like that old lady. Oh, I used to go get $30, get a week worth of groceries. Like, yeah, you were like,
yeah, that's because 70? Everything was, I mean, it was like the 60s and 70s. Everything was.
People that age usually have these like, oh, I remember everything so much cheaper. I used to $30 used to get me.
I have this and I have
groceries for a whole
week. I was a housewife and my husband went off to work and I never had to work a day in my life because I was a housewife. Yeah, well, those days are fucking over.
Yeah, like they're getting all these older people. Like, oh yeah, I remember back in my day, it was $30.
Well, back in my day, son, I'm telling you, Grandma used to be a housewife. Grandma, put your teeth back in. Nobody can understand you.
It's another older lady here.
And we can't afford the higher cost of everything.
The price of all food is up 3% from a year ago.
I don't know how much of the ongoing
they don't care,
inflation is connected to tariffs, but tariffs are only expected to worsen what we've seen with respect to price increases.
William Ridley is a professor of agricultural economics and says while current price hikes at the grocery store can't solely be tied to President Trump's new tariffs.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Everything that's fucking imported, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah,
you just don't want to because your fucking owners told you. The people that you fucking blow every day literally told you, oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Just say it. It can't be proven. It can't be proven. Fucking can't.
I wonder what's going on in that grocery store, the one that Stone Cold and Booker T bought it.
They could.
McMahon had to pay a high price for that. But he's a billionaire.
Yeah, he had to.
Milk,
I think the way it
went. Gone up.
I think the way that went was Vince paid off the owner for all the groceries in the store in order to do that scene. So whatever got destroyed already paid for. So, But yeah, I digress. Milk has gone up. I mean, I've
Yeah,
noticed
milk has
that
gone
too.
up. I mean, that too. They don't want us to eat meat and they don't want us to eat dairy.
Yeah.
So again, everything that is poisoned will literally be cheap as in cheap because they don't want you to be healthy. People, when are you going to wake up and realize RFK Jr. and the Republicans and the Democrats don't give a fuck about your health? They don't care.
Especially DJ Khaled, you know, the only fat Palestinian in
Oh god, that motherfucker.
who
Like he
for
literally
some reason still hasn't said anything about Palestine, even though he's
Yeah.
Palestinian.
that little that I'm about to say little prick. That huge fat motherfucker was in the beach like this with his gut like 3 times my size, while his people are suffering left and right without saying dick about it. By the way, so sorry.
How come no one has confronted him? How come no one has questioned him?
That's a good question. Somebody
Because
needs
they
to-
went back to sleep.
Yeah, because he was laying there with his gut and like that in his beach. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, your people are starving to death, and you're going out there with your stomach like 3 times my size. People, I got a big one too, but it's 3 times my size. And then I'm like, shit, man. I mean, it's like you don't say a word about Puerto Rican, excuse me, Gazans starving to death, even though Puerto Rico is going down the same direction with how expensive food is, but. I digress.
Impact many goods in the store.
Fundamentally, tariffs are going to make imported goods more expensive, and a lot of the goods that comprise consumers'
He's a professor of agricultural economics, but he's telling us like, you know, he's telling something so obvious. So you don't need a professor to tell you that.
Don't say.
budgets, U.S. households' budgets and what they spend money on, things like coffee, you know, things like cooking oil, that sort of stuff. We really anticipate that prices are going to go up in a big way.
You don't say. And lower income Americans, they're feeling the pressure the most here. According to experts, 6 in 10 people who earn less than $30,000 a year, they're saying that the grocery store prices, it's a major stress for them. And when you go up the income bracket here.
Oh, by the way, what's worse about that is they're cutting SNAP benefits. So
yeah,
not
they're
only,
also
so
cutting
not only
stuff for kids.
our food prices are going up, but there's assistance to help people pay for food. That's going down. So there's going to be a breaking point here at some point where Americans are not going to be able to take this. I mean,
as a single mother myself, making less than $30,000 a year, guess what? I can't even go to the grocery store. My dad has to because I have no money. I have no money for food. So thankfully that my dad can keep us all alive because I'm telling you, I couldn't.
Yeah.
People who are making about $100,000 or more each year, they're also saying this is a major stress for them, but those numbers go a little bit lower. It's about
$100,000 or more.
$100,000 a year, bitch. That's more money than I'll see in my fucking lifetime. Go suck a dick, you fucking cunt. Jesus fucking Christ. Give me $100,000. You'll never see my fat ass.
How many is that now?
I haven't had 3, but I might have missed a few.
No, you're right. It is 3, yeah.
And 10
I'm sorry,
of those
but this shit pisses me off.
Nate.
Yeah, obviously, grocery store is pretty big, a lot of aisles. So, Avajoy, where have we seen prices rise the most so far in grocery stores?
The food is good.
It's something that we have been talking about for the last few months. Eggs have gone up according to the experts.
That's not really true.
No,
locally in my area, eggs have gone down. So that's interesting that overall eggs have gone up. So according to the numbers, but in my area, eggs have gone down. So it's like it's not down to the point where it's like $1.99 again, but it's pretty low. You know,
I just want to pause for a second, Angel. I just want to mention. So during the Yankees and Astros game, Ryan McMahon, he grounded out to first. But initially, the throw pulled Christian Walker off the base, but he was still out because Ryan didn't hustle. So, yeah.
Well, of course, because the only people who get away with not hustling are the Aaron Judges and the Stantons and the big stars of the team, not Ryan McMahon randomly not hustling. So, fuck off. They're lucky that they won the other day too. So.
It's about 20% when we compare to the same time last year. But it's also important to note that eggs have gone down about 10% in the last month. And then other items like beef and veal,
yes,
they have gone up about 10%.
think.
Oh,
A
by the way,
fucking thing.
beef and veal has gone up. Yeah, no shit. I know that. I go to the grocery
Yeah,
store
no
and I see
shit.
that. I see the difference. Like, I don't eat veal, but beef is, pretty big part of the diet. And
I never had
yeah, I
veal
don't.
either. I'm
Yeah,
afraid to have it.
I've been buying a dozen eggs for $8. What? That's insane.
Oh
Yeah,
my
my area is like
God.
$2.50 a dozen. It's expensive.
I don't know. I'd have to ask my dad. See, he's the one who
Uh-huh.
buys the food around here. I don't. I'm lucky if I can fucking make 2 nickels rub together. Fuck shit.
10% year over year. Those aren't affected by tariffs, but experts are saying it is possible that tariffs could start to affect other categories of food in the future, Nate.
So yeah, that's your situation with grocery prices.
Again, what they do in Gaza, they will do over here. So we'll have food shortages soon. And oh, you just eat the bugs. You eat the bugs, poor people. You just go and die now. You just go and die, poor people. You will own nothing, be happy, and eat the bugs, guys. I've been saying this for fucking years. Come on, guys. We need to stick up to these rich people and say, no more. I will eat what you eat, and if you don't like it, you can go suck a dick and kill yourself.
By the way,
I don't care.
sure you people may have seen the tweet I shared in one of the groups that Bernie Sanders tweeted saying, "Yes, Biden started the war, but Trump's even worse." Pointing out that excuse.
Yeah, that's your standard.
Genocide.
That's your standard talking point. Oh yeah, Biden did start the shit, but hey, Trump's so much worse. The orange man. So $10 sandwiches at Burger King. He ain't even gonna be the king for long. That's the thing with.
I mean, it's like McDonald's too. They're what, $10?
I
don't know. I don't eat at McDonald's.
30 plus years ago,
Sorry.
our meals, at least once a week during the weekends, we were able to go and get $40 to $50 at McDonald's and feed an entire family for days. They used to get 40 or 50 hamburgers and 40 and 50 chicken sandwiches for $1 each. Literally dollar menu, $1 each.
To me, now it has the best fast food for burgers. In-N-Out.
Which place?
In-N-Out.
Oh, yeah, we don't have In-N-Out over on the East Coast, but
we don't have that here.
It's still a popular chain in California. So
yeah, I'm surprised any fast food places open. They're all shutting down out there, especially with the minimum wage increases. Because
that was a joke. That was a joke. Everybody should be laughing. And then where's that? From I think it's Naked Gun or whatever.
Right.
The whole world
it's like because that's the excuse for why all the fast food places are shutting down. Hey, we can't afford to pay $30 an hour or whatever minimum wage out there.
You're gonna see the new one,
the Naked Gun one. Oh yeah, is it? I think it came.
Yeah, because it has Cody in it.
Oh, yeah.
He's the bartender
very brief
standing
scene.
there, and then Liam Neeson does that, and he comes up with a Liam Neeson mask on. And Liam Neeson goes,
what?
Ah!
Yeah, so I do plan on seeing it at some point. I haven't gone to movie theater all year, but that one probably something.
Who has the money?
Movie I went to see in theaters was Civil War last year.
Oh yeah,
I haven't gone to a theater.
I think it's been a couple of years for me. I don't remember last time I went to a movie theater.
Yeah, last movie for me was the Disney, the real version, or not real version, but the non-animated version of the Little Mermaid, because I grew up with that shit. Hey, wait. I grew up with the shit. I was the Little Mermaid. It came out in '89. I was 3 years old. I wanted to be Ariel. Okay, so before you assume, I
remember I was actually sort of interested in seeing the live-action Lion King film.
Live action.
Yeah, live action.
I was interested in seeing the live-action Lion King film when it was first announced, but then after I heard the bad things, like there were no emotions from the animals, all that, I was like, I
don't. Yeah, never even seen it.
I mean, I do like it. I have it. I have the live action Beauty and the Beast because I grew up with that. That came out in like 1990. I grew up with The Little Mermaid. I grew up with Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Pocahontas. Yeah. And they won't do a live action Pocahontas because, goddess forbid, we'd actually show some Native American.
Oh, they're afraid. Disney's afraid of offending people. But
It was okay in 1995. 1995 is when Pocahontas, the animated version, came out. But now, well, we can't have Native Americans on because we might piss
Disney
somebody
will
off.
gladly give WWE $2 billion, and they just featured Brock Lesnar on their show recently. We'll talk about that tomorrow, but
allegedly,
allegedly, I have to put that out there. Yeah, so. But that's fine, giving WWE $2 billion, to put on their pay-per-views on ESPN. But they won't do a Pocahontas film.
God forbid you would have a bunch of Native Americans running around in a live-action cartoon.
So Macy said, I spent more in McDonald's than I did in Arby's, and that was the last time I went out to eat. Our movie theater shut down. Yeah, in fact, the movie theater that was near here, AMC, a huge one, shut down.
Because they couldn't stay open anymore because people don't have money to go anywhere.
And they just opened that thing too, like right before the pandemic. That big ass movie theater opened there. It's like, oh wow, great. Pandemic happens, shut down for a couple of years, then they reopened it briefly. Now they shut it back down, and the massive property out there has been abandoned. So
they got my AMC theater still open. So
the closest movie theater now is like 30-40 minutes out of my way, which is why I haven't really gone, because there's no point. But for the Naked Gun movie, I might make that, ride out there. Maybe.
Cowboy Kitty, I agree with you. However, back in 1995, when Pocahontas, the animated version, came out, you could say the word savage and no one would say shit. Because there's a song in there called Savages, or I think it's Savage, where literally they would sing about that stuff. So all I'm saying is, okay, it was okay in 1995, but God forbid you would actually have a bunch of Native Americans and white people having conflict like we did. I mean, you can't even show the Trail of Tears. Oh my gosh, that offends me. Well, good, because that's our fucking history, you fucking idiots.
No, they're definitely afraid of, offending somebody, offending the wrong person, basically, offending the wrong minority.
I think what we did to the Native Americans, I think that would offend them a lot more than a movie about Pocahontas, which was based on history. There was a woman named Pocahontas. Dumbasses. Who got cholera and died, I think. I know she got smallpox. She died of smallpox. But again, my point is, this is bullshit. Yeah. They just did the live action Snow White, and they had no prince.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not watching shit that doesn't have a fucking prince in it. Well, she has to be a strong woman.
It's bullshit.
If you actually read the fucking real story, they fucking killed the queen. They actually
would have played the better witch than Gal Gadot.
It doesn't make it.
Well, I mean, that's not here or there. All I wanted was a fucking prince. How does she fucking wake up? The prince kisses her. Hello. That's the fucking story. But if you actually read the Grimm brothers version, they actually make the stepmother perform, or she stands on hot coals, and they kill her during the fucking wedding. The prince and her get married, and they kill the motherfucking mother.
Just get ready for a live action version of Bambi.
Yeah, Bambi was a brutal story. Disney kind of sanitized it, but Bambi was a brutal story initially.
Well, so was the Little Mermaid, because actually, technically, she doesn't get married to Prince Eric. She actually throws herself back into the ocean and kills herself. Because he's actually engaged to somebody else.
Disney just takes these stories and sanitizes them for children, and that's what we got. Little Mermaid, Snow White.
I'm sorry, but I liked I liked the Disney version, the animated versions.
Well.
Oh, Disney ruins everything they touch these days, so ruining Star Wars, that's not shocking to me. In fact, I would.
Beauty and the Beast was good. I thought Beauty and the Beast was good. The live action. They had Hermione as Belle. I didn't really care about that, and I did like the live action Aladdin. Though, again, what does it matter? Back in the day when they never talked about, Jasmine being Sultan, because women weren't allowed to be. Just like women weren't allowed to be, they weren't allowed to own property at one point. Why change the fucking story just because you want the woman to win? You want to help a real woman? Help a woman.
Yeah, it makes no difference. Makes
Give
a
her a
difference.
job,
But
you know?
I will say, I know we're way off track, but with the live action
Sorry.
Aladdin movie, Will Smith was awful as a genie. It's like,
Oh my God, he was awful. And I'm very partial because I
yeah,
loved
Robin
Robin
Williams was great at it, but that's why I was like, oh, it's just brutal to watch Will Smith act like he's Robin Williams, but he's not. It's like that was just brutal. I couldn't stomach it.
I couldn't watch
His
it.
performance.
Well, I mean, I do like it, but not because of
Keep
that.
Macy
my
You know?
name out of your fucking jar.
Macy says TV is just background noise nowadays. For the most part, yeah, I barely watch TV these days, so I totally agree with that. So now we're a little bit back on track here. Now let's get to this. Netanyahu confirms he plans full Israeli takeover of the Gaza Strip, which is something we knew, but now he's officially kind of coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to take the entire island or land."
And when is someone going to confirm that they're going to take over Israel? Because you guys need to be, you know, something. Something needs to be done with Israel.
Tel Aviv.
Yes,
There you
yes. Iran, you are the people for the job.
The Israeli leader claimed that he didn't want to keep Gaza, but the Israeli plans involved the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinians from large swaths of Gaza with the goal of driving them out entirely. So he claims, oh, that wasn't the initial plans, but now we have to because, you know, there's terrorists that keep popping out of there.
Oh, he's so full of shit. His eyes are brown.
So it's bullshit. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu confirmed in public comments on Thursday.
Which, by the way, Benjamin, Netanyahu's not his real last name, by the way.
No, it isn't. It's, I forget what it is, but yeah, it's definitely not Netanyahu. That his goal for Israel's next military offensive in Gaza is to take over full Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territory. Netanyahu claimed that he doesn't want to keep Gaza and that Israel would hand over the territory to an unspecified Arab force, but the Israeli military plans involve the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian civilian population of Gaza City and Gaza Central refugee camps with the goal of driving them out the strip entirely. We intend to control Gaza. We don't want to keep Gaza. We want a security perimeter. We want to hand Gaza over to Arab forces that will govern Gaza properly, Netanyahu told Fox News. Which Arab forces? Who? I mean, somebody that is your puppet. Basically, what I'm thinking. You're gonna hand it over. They're gonna hand it over to the president of Syria, who's a puppet for Israel and the U.S. Is that what they're gonna do? Let him run it? The former Al Qaeda member, by the way. Is that what's gonna happen? Yeah, that's what he said. Over to Arab forces, whatever that means. Which Arab forces? It's not gonna be. I guarantee it won't be Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I love how they say Arab forces as if all Arabs are equal and they just shove them all in. Dude, they don't know. They think all Arabs are the same.
In another interview, Netanyahu said Hamas and the Palestinian Authority couldn't govern Gaza and that the Israeli military would be responsible for the overall security, meaning Israel would maintain a tight grip on the territory. We will never hand Gaza over to the Palestinian Authority or Hamas. We will provide overall security, but there will be a security perimeter provided by us, he said. Netanyahu's plan faced resistance from the military since heavy Israeli troop casualties are expected, and the Israeli captives in Gaza will likely be harmed or killed during the offensive. Thousands of Israelis are protesting against the planned escalation. Sorry.
Snow! Snow is here! Snow!
You didn't hear me?
Hey, Snow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Snow!
I'm losing my voice.
Can I just say really
please
quickly?
do. I'm
Tina,
losing my
honey,
voice.
Tina Mayberry, honey. Southern women ain't got nothing on Northern women. We'll just kick your ass. There's no praying. We'll just kick your motherfucking ass. There is no praying in the North. Okay, I'm sorry. I've seen that so many times. Kid has showed that so many times. And every time I'm just like, she does know that Northern women will just, she's like, you better start praying. You better start running. Like, there is no praying with Northern women. You just fucking run.
So, by the way,
because if we catch up, we will
all of
kick
these
your
Israeli
ass.
hostages that Hamas has left, they will all die in this escalation. But Netanyahu doesn't care. He's like,
and the worst,
that's their plan.
Israel first politician right now is Randy Fine. That fat fuck.
No, that's that fat motherfucker. Nope.
Well, they're all Israel first
because even his
Oh yeah, I know
tweets,
that fat motherfucker.
The Israel accounts are
Hey,
even
Tina.
coming out against it. So they want to
See what I mean?
separate themselves from Randy Fines. So that's
Who would? I mean, they're not separating from Trump,
I know, but
who literally
it was a video
me,
from,
Snow, and Angel
from
all
either
predicted
Jimmy
this.
Dore or Due Dissonance. We're talking about the Randy Fines' recent tweets. Even some of the Israeli accounts were like, no, we can't do this, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just like Snow and me and Angel and you, little brother, we all predicted this, that literally Trump was going to say, oh, it's Epstein phone, who dis?
That's the.
I mean, we literally predicted that, and it's happening. So we're not. Is anyone really shocked that Netanyahu wants to rape and pillage again?
His plan calls on killing a bunch of Israeli military and the hostages that are left there in Gaza for Hamas.
Yeah, he doesn't care. They were shooting their own hostages. See, that's why, like, someone got into it with me on X one time, and they were like, well, the hostages. And I went, this is not about hostages. They don't give a fuck about their hostages. Well, how do you know? How do you know, Mrs. Smarty Pants? I went, because I know, because they shot their own.
Yeah.
They shot their own people because they thought they were Arabs talking in Israel or talking in Swahili, fucking pig Latin for all I know. But no, they actually thought that, it was Arabs. I'm like, it was your own fucking people and you knew it. You fucking knew it was. And you still shot your own people.
Thousands of Israelis are protesting against the planned escalation, and the families of the hostages are calling for a diplomatic deal to free their relatives. Despite the risks and the daily slaughter and starvation in Gaza, the Trump administration decided to back whatever Netanyahu decides to do. President Trump has decided not to intervene and let the Israeli government make its own decisions, Axios reported Thursday. So, yeah. So the White House isn't going to do anything to stop this. And, you know, we're going to see, we're all witnessing as we speak, the ethnic cleansing, the genocide of entire people. The Palestinians may not exist in any significant numbers in the near future. So we're looking at a full-blown genocide here, which the Nazis attempted, but they failed at. Meanwhile, ironically, Jewish Israeli government is a lot more better at than the Nazis are.
Tina, only if you piss me off. If you piss me off, then yeah, I'll beat your ass. But I'm just saying, when it comes to Southern women and Northern women, I think Northern women are worse because we'll just beat the fuck out of you. And you get the crazy along with it, but as my man would say, she ain't that crazy. No, yeah, this is just, I mean, we knew this was going to happen. That, I mean, they're already doing a genocide. They want to do it the rest of the way. And when they're done with the Arabs, guess what? Guess what, Jews? Or I should say Zionists. Guess what, Zionists? Christians are coming right after you. You look for that knife in your back. Because trust me, the Christians hate your fucking guts
going
too.
after MTG.
See, this is another thing, you know. Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG. I mean, she's out-lefting a lot of these on a lot of the squad on Israel in particular.
I mean, if you would have told me back in either 2016 or 2020 that she would be the one to be out-lefting them, I would have called you insane. But here we are.
Yeah, it's the reality we live in.
MTG, you know me.
Yeah.
As Kit would say.
Yeah, so let's see.
So they called it disgusting because she called it a genocide. That's what's disgusting. Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is all just wrestling, really. This is just a storyline. And they've made Marjorie Taylor Greene the heel.
AIPAC attacks Representative Greene for calling Israel's actions on Gaza genocide. So the pro-Israel lobby group AIPAC is attacking Marjorie Taylor Greene after she became the first Republican member of Congress to label Israel's actions against Palestinians in Gaza a genocide.
By the way, just want to say one thing. For those who don't know, and I don't know if you guys don't know either, go follow the account Zionist Tracker on X. Not AIPAC Tracker, Zionist Tracker. They're much better than AIPAC Tracker.
Oh, God, AIPAC Tracker. They went around stroking Crystal Ball's ego today, talking about what a great job she did taking down Cory Booker. Ridiculous.
Ew.
So
they
were stroking her ego today.
Go and follow Zionists.
Yeah, don't follow that bullshit. All right. Let's continue reading this. According to Al Jazeera, the fundraising email to supporters on Thursday, AIPAC called Green remarks disgusting and accused her of betraying "quote unquote" American values.
How is it betraying American values? What the fuck?
Yeah. So in other words, they're conflating what the Zionist Israel government wants to do with American values. Somehow, if you go against Israel, you're going against American values, whatever that means.
Israel is another country. You dumb fucks.
So American values are genocide. Actually, I would agree with that because we actually did the Trail of Tears.
Really, that's more right than what they care to admit. That's not really wrong, but that's for reasons they don't want to admit to, though. For calling Israel's brutal campaign in Gaza a genocide, which aligns Green with many human rights organizations and genocide scholars, including Israeli ones. You expect anti-Israel smears from Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, AIPAC said in the email, referring to the two House Democrats known for their critical views of Israel. But now Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has joined in their ranks, spouting the same vile rhetoric and voting against the U.S.-Israel alliance.
Notice how they didn't list Bernie and AOC in there?
Nope. They listed the two Arab ones, Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar.
Yes.
They didn't list AOC and.
Hey, so they're still in the house. That's good. That's good. You know me. I see. This is the thing. MTG is bad on everything else, and just because she says genocide, now AIPAC is getting their panties all in a ruffle. Oh my God! How dare you bow down and kiss my ass and suck my dick because I hate you. I mean, this is all bullshit. This is just another fucking storyline and a distraction from the fact that we still don't have the Epstein files. You were right.
Says America is founded on genocide, which is
that's right. It is true. I said the Trail of Tears.
So let's see. Green. Oops, sorry. AIPAC said Green was now the newest member of the anti-Israel squad and claimed her view was a betrayal of American values.
At the anti-Zionist squad.
And a dangerous distortion of the truth, quote unquote. Green has referenced.
AIPAC's losing. I think they know that too.
Yeah, they are. That's why even a lot of people that usually supported them are kind of like, we can't really support this. We see all the starving children, and we see how they're just dying on the streets.
Said, starve away.
We see, and Randy Fine doesn't give a fuck, but most people who want to support Israel, but at the same time, they're politicians. We can't really support this. I think the UK and France are coming out and trying to officially recognize Palestine as a country. So that's how they're trying to get away from this. They're desperate to get away from this because.
Well, and the thing is, Randy Fine and all those other Zionist pigs are literally trying to dehumanize Palestinians and Gazans so that they can justify the right for all these kids to die and all these people to die as they start.
If Randy Fine.
So, I mean, they're going to do the same thing to us over here. So they're going to say, well, you poor people are just sickening. So just go away, poor people.
If Randy Fine suddenly dies of a heart attack, don't be surprised. I'm just.
There'll be laughter in the streets. There'll be party in the streets.
People with the casket.
As a
celebrate good times. Come on.
As Drew McIntyre said to CM Punk, I prayed for this and it happened.
I love Drew McIntyre. He did a forward for carrying
Cross. What was his name in Impact Wrestling? It wasn't Drew McIntyre. It was Drew something else.
Galloway.
Yeah.
Green.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think Galloway is his legal name, or something. I'm pretty sure. He couldn't use McIntyre. That's owned by WWE. So, Green has referred to Israel's action as genocide at least twice on posts on X. In her first post, Green said that it was the most truthful and easiest thing to say that October 7th in Israel was horrific and all the hostages must be returned, but also is the genocide, humanitarian crisis, and starvation happening in Gaza.
And she was responding to Randy Fine.
Yeah, so she was both siding it there, but at the same time, she's better
Basically, she was speaking out both sides of her
In
mouth.
another post, a Georgia congresswoman said many Americans are against radical Islamic terrorism, but we are also against genocide. She has also repeatedly referred to Israel as a nuclear-armed Israel, making her one of the first members of Congress to directly acknowledge Israel's secret nuclear arsenal, which is an open secret.
What radical Islamic terrorism are you talking about, MTG? What are you talking about? Are you just repeating the words from Tulsi Gabbard? Is that what it is?
We've bombed the shit out of so much of the Middle East that the only ones I can think of is ISIS, ISIL, whatever, if they're around still. Al-Nusra Front, which is an Al-Qaeda offshoot in Africa. And that who's the radical Islamic terrorism? I don't know. Today, at least, I don't know if they exist. I mean, we bombed the Middle East into oblivion, pretty much. Let's see. She's also okay. I read that. AIPAC is known for spending big on pro-Israel candidates, and is likely going to fund an opponent of Greens when she comes up for election again. The pro-Israel group has also targeted Representative Thomas Massie, the only other Republican in Congress who offers significant criticism of Israel and who constantly votes against aid to Israel consistently. So they're going after Thomas Massie. They're going after Marjorie Taylor Greene. There cannot be any dissent when it comes to Israel. You're not allowed to dissent, or else then your career is over.
Yes, you have to suck the Israel dick. Wow. Mind me while I don't do that, okay? Fuck Israel. Thank you, Snow. I know Snow's in there somewhere. Fuck Israel. Fuck it all the time.
Yep, so, and by the way, the only two Democrats is, again, Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. The rest of them completely backing Israel completely. They don't criticize Israel. They don't do anything. And hell, I don't even think
she voted for the Iron Dome again, or not again, but she did recently.
She keeps voting for it, and then she'll act like no, but. And she uses occasionally the Obama excuse when he was in the Senate 20 years ago. Well, I voted president. I didn't vote for it. Well, Obama voted president like 60% of the time while he's in the Senate. Like you could never pin him down in any position because he always voted president. So that's a trick that the Obama crew did in order to, like, hey, I have no position on anything. But, I mean, vote for me. And unfortunately, we all fell for it. I did, at least. I'm going to speak for nobody else here, but.
And you can suck my dick. Go ahead and suck my.
Like
dick.
I said, the Tulsi Gabbard was my biggest disappointment. So.
Oh, I felt.
Yeah, that's why you're wearing a shirt. No, I mean, I really like that shirt, dude.
Before, I want to remind everybody about my computer fundraiser. Those links in the description box below. If you want to help, please do. Because, I really do need that computer. I mean, I'm right now. So if you guys can help with anything, those links in the description box below. If not, keep hanging on in the chat. And, and we'll continue enjoying doing the show together. Because, hell, I mean, it wasn't for...
I said I would show my tits at the beginning.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. I mean, guys, please, if you can, just please help us out. Also, give us a like and a share and a comment.
I put it on the chat
because
too,
yeah. So what? And I said this on my earlier recording. What YouTube has done is take watch hours away from you unless you comment or you like. It does not count as a watch.
It's absurd. Yeah. So let's see. We got 20 minutes. Let me see. I got a few more things here, and then let's see. So now we get to be more upset here. This is from yesterday. As of yesterday, Israeli forces killed 98 Palestinians in Gaza over 24 hours. Again, this is like I'm a broken record now every week on the show, but at least 51 were killed while attempting to get aid. Again. So you have two options how to die if you're a Palestinian right now. You starve to death, or you get killed while trying to get food for your family. Which death is better?
Now you're playing Survivor, the real game.
It's like the Hunger Games, like on steroids, though, or Survivor, for real, because And it's not like that bullshit reality show we all fell in love with. I didn't like Survivor, but a lot of Americans did 20 years
I
ago.
hated that show.
20 years ago, most
I'm
Americans.
like, put those bitches out with no cameras and their own cameras. Put them out in a real setting where they don't have to. I honestly don't think they're on any kind of island. They're just probably on an island with hotels. They probably go back to the hotels. No, put these bitches on some desert island and with cameras, and they'll play Survivor
It's
the
like
real
that
game.
fucking show Discovery does, Naked and Afraid. It's like
Naked
that's
and
like even
Afraid.
worse
I hate
than
that
Survivor.
shit.
It's like it's more contrived. Even though they're naked,
there are some shows like that, like in some of the European countries that are actually uncensored. So,
oh god.
Oh, like I want to see some old lady titties, bouncing up and down as she's trying to run after a fucking animal because she doesn't know how to survive off the land.
Old people in that show, so.
Yeah, still.
Okay, some tiny little bitch, small titties, bouncing around, looking for her food, but she can't because she's too busy on her fucking phone looking for the latest trends.
So Gaza's health ministry on Thursday said that the Israeli forces killed 98 Palestinians and wounded another 603 over the previous 24 hours, as the IDF continues to kill desperate people seeking aid. And launch airstrikes across the strips. So, to me, if I were in that situation, the better death would be just to be killed by the IDF and not starve to death.
Can you imagine? Please murder the IDF already.
Yeah, can you imagine?
I thought you did.
Imagine just the impotence. And I don't have any kids myself, but I can imagine
what
like the impotence. Impotent. Let me finish my sentence. The impotence of sitting there and watching your kids starve because you can't do anything about it. You can't get food, and if you do get food, it gets stolen by criminals. So that's what I've seen that happen. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago, where we talked about the kids who were starving to death, like literally starving to death.
Again, the only Palestinian that's getting food is DJ Khaled. So, yeah.
Fred says Miss Witchy wants to see old lady titties.
That's not what I said. I said I don't want to see little, old lady titties running after something as they're on their phone. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the little, pricky dicks walking around either.
Yeah, the hell.
That's why my man has a big dick and he doesn't have impotent problems. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, this is sickening to me. That they put those pictures up on the, on X and stuff. What am I supposed to do other than cry as a mother because there's nothing I can do about Gaza? I don't have any money or power.
A couple of weeks ago, we discussed that specifically, and there were pictures, and I'm like, let me just scroll past this. I've seen enough on X every day nearly.
Just remember when Destiny was like, just make sure when you go Doom, just don't film them, or whatever he said.
Hey, look, it's okay.
Destiny can go suck the dick of whoever the fuck he was fucking.
It's okay as long as you don't film it.
The gay guy he was taking it in the ass for.
Mr. Pirelli.
Yeah, it's okay as long as you don't film it.
No, I
mean,
well, and it doesn't make the problem go away.
It's out of sight, out of mind.
It's funny how Destiny hated by the left and the right.
He managed.
That's because he literally sucks dick.
Number of victims.
Does he really?
I heard that he's a swinger and he likes both sides, so he likes pussy and dick.
Which is what led to his divorce. But I digress. I don't really.
Bam!
He did get a divorce. I heard about that. So a number of victims are still under the rubble on the streets, where ambulance and civil defense crews are unable to reach them at this time. The ministry wrote on Telegram. The majority of the dead.
Telegram,
51.
Really?
Yeah, they're using Telegram. Majority of the dead 51 were massacred by the IDF while attempting to get aid, which is a thing we pretty much is a broken record every week on the show. Majority are killed trying to get food from these aid shelters or these aid trucks or whatever. Another 230 aid seekers were injured. The health ministry said that since the U.S. Gaza Humanitarian Foundation began operating, and injuries of 12,030 Palestinians.
The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, they're a fraud, by the way. So
yes, we discussed it on the show when it first started. Like, oh, this sounds like I'm forgetting
Everybody talking about titties now because I said titties.
It sounds like a
Shut up.
a money laundering scheme. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
The humanity.
No,
Yeah.
it definitely is. These guys don't help anybody but themselves. They just shove it in their own pocket.
Yeah, we discussed that when they first started the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. It sounds like we broke it down at the time. It was a lot of American executives in there and former government officials were in there, U.S. government officials, and I'm like, this is a big money laundering scheme to put money in their pocket.
Yeah, I mean, it has humanitarian. That doesn't mean
Yeah,
they help.
doesn't it kind of remind you like what the completionist did with his money laundering thing with his foundation money? Do you know what I'm talking about? You know who the completionist is, right?
I'm not familiar unless I'm forgetting.
Well, I don't want to explain too much, but he was a pretty big gaming YouTuber who got caught not paying money to funds for his.
I remember. Okay, I remember now. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, Macy. I know. I was just teasing, but it's just funny that I mentioned I would show my titties, and you guys are now talking about titties. If it helps Angel. No, I'm kidding.
According to the Associated Press, 13 Palestinians were killed while attempting to reach aid trucks in the Morag corridor, a strip of land between Rafah and Khan Yunis that is controlled by the Israeli military. At least 2 others were killed near GHF sites. The Palestinian news agency reported on Thursday that an overnight Israeli airstrike on an apartment and the Nusrat refugee camp in central Gaza killed 4 people, including 2 girls. At least 7 people were killed in Israeli strikes on different parts of Gaza City on Thursday. On top of that, the violent deaths, Palestinians continue to starve to death due to U.S.-backed Israeli siege. The health ministry said that Gaza hospitals recorded a total of 4 malnutrition deaths over 24 hours.
Randy Fine must have had an orgasm after reading that.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean that fat bastard is never going to starve to death, anyways.
Probably coming on himself. Is that what you're saying?
The ministry said that the latest violence has brought his death toll.
Talk about dick.
Death toll October 7th to 61,258, and the number wounded 152,045. Studies have found the ministry's numbers are likely a significant undercount, which is about to
remember,
that's
Israel has the right to defend itself. Hamas is a terrorist organization that killed.
Stick to your talking points.
Hey, Bernie, go suck a dick.
Points. So that's definitely an undercount. I mean, I don't care what people say. It's like, no, that's definitely an undercount. Like, there's no way it only been 61,000 deaths.
Oh, God.
So I have something here. Whoops, it's not right.
You can tell we got a bunch of guys in the fucking chat rooms. Talk about titties.
I get what.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll just say suck a dick. All right.
I thought I had it, but I guess not. So
why do I come on the show again? Oh yeah, that's right, to say suck a dick.
Yeah, I kind of lost count, so I'm sorry, guys. But Doctors Without Borders slams U.S.-funded Gaza aid agency as orchestrated killing. So again, I'm pretty sure this is the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. Doctors Without Borders issued a scathing statement about Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a U.S.-funded aid agency that Israel allows to distribute some aid to the Palestinians in the Strip.
Might as well be called the Israel. What's it called?
At this point, it's like
Israel Humanitarian Foundation.
Not only is it a money laundering scheme, but it's that those people who work for the GHF, I guarantee, are feeding information to the IDF. It's like, hey, we're going to be here at this time, from this time. There's going to be Arab Palestinians there, and do whatever you do. So they're feeding information to the IDF. Again, that's speculation. I cannot prove that 100%, but that's what I'm almost positive that's going on there. And they're feeding information to the IDF. Again, your speculation. I just have to put allegedly speculation there, just to
allegedly.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, Cowboy. I think Angel probably knows about it too.
Yeah. So.
Wait, time out. What happened?
So over the last week or so, fans at WNBA games have been throwing green sex toys, let's say, this
Dildos.
word, this word there onto the court and delaying games. This has happened, 4 or 5 times already in the last week where games have been delayed because of that.
Is it some kind of running joke?
Yeah, I don't know the exact story behind it. I would assume it is because it happened once, and then after that, it's been happening pretty much at every game now over the last week. So it must be some sort of running joke there from the fans.
Well, they'll never run out of sex toys, that's for sure. WBN, whatever the fuck they are, WBNA or BN. Yeah.
So it's the women's NBA, basically. That's what they are.
Oh, they'll never run out of sex toys, that's for sure.
Problem is, they're all full of lesbians and stuff, and
bam,
about 80.
Bam.
Remember,
that's right.
hot
I liked it.
lesbian action.
It's lesbian. So
that shit was only for like teenage boys, and literally every lesbian was going, "That's not how that is, huh?"
So I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I'm gonna make the analysis of DWB medical data, patient testimony, firsthand medical witnessing the 2 clinic points where both targeted indiscriminate violence by Israeli forces and private American contractors against the starved Palestinians at food distribution sites run by the so-called GHF. The agency's report explained these are sites of orchestrated killing and dehumanization. I mean, so the Doctors Without Borders are even saying, they're basically saying what I'm saying. I'm speculating here that this is, they're just feeding information to the IDF in order to kill as many Palestinians as they want. It's like, it's not direct. Like, oh yeah, I'll give it information and go kill them. No. It's like, here's the information. Do what you got to do. It's like one of those things. Don't tell me what you're gonna do, but do whatever you're gonna do. It's like the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. It's like one of those things, like, oh, here's the information. Do with it what you will.
Remember George Bush was like, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing.
I just stole that from Bush. I forgot he said that. So,
I'm not saying
DWB
anything.
says it treated over 1,000 people at 2 clinics here, GHF aid distribution sites, and received the bodies of 28 murdered Palestinians. Scores of victims that were children, including 25 kids under the age of 15 who were shot. The report concluded that the IDF and American contractors were engaged in systematic violence against civilians, and that the killing of children was intentional. In the DWB's nearly 54 years of operation, we rarely have seen such levels of systematic violence against unarmed civilians, says one DWB official. The second explained there's no way to describe the murder of children anything but intentional. Despite the condemnations and calls for dismantling it, the global inaction to stop the GHF is baffling. In March, the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu broke the hostage exchange ceasefire deal with Hamas by imposing a complete blockade of Gaza that prevented all aid from entering the Strip. This is blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So this is what I've been saying, what I just said. They're basically accusing Israel and the U.S. of using this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, whatever it's called, to basically lead Palestinians to their death. And I have to say speculation and allegedly, but at this point, it's 99.9% positive that this is being done intentionally in order to kill as many of them as they possibly can. It's just beyond outrageous at this point. I don't know what else to say, but it's just.
Well, fuck Israel. Fuck them every day.
Good way to put it. So yeah, we're gonna start wrapping up here. It's almost 9, but I will remind everybody about my computer fundraiser. The links in the chat and also in the description box below. Whatever you can give, I would greatly appreciate it and be beyond grateful. That doesn't make much sense, but I'll be grateful. Okay. So tomorrow, make sure if you're interested, check out Pro Wrestling Talk.
8 Eastern, right?
Yeah, because I'm not sure we're getting the clips, or probably not, because we're going to be just so much to talk.
I have a lot to say about. I'm sorry, I have a lot to say about SummerSlam.
If you want to hang out with us, Alex, you can. But I do not think we're getting the clips. Maybe we might get a lit monitor. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see, but most likely not. But what the hell?
Not when I
John
get
Cena versus Logan Paul is officially set for Clash in Paris. What about Brock? What's the point?
I think someone's
Yeah,
fucking
it's here.
with it.
No,
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand?
Yeah, it's a SmackDown clip setting up John Cena and Logan Paul officially set for Clash in Paris. So I guess Brock is coming back later.
They randomly set up Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Remember that?
Yeah. So that's what they set up here for Clash in Paris. So, all right. Now I wanted to see Brock versus Cena on my birthday. By the way, my birthday is on the 31st.
I think everyone wanted to see. I mean, because Brock just came out, destroyed Cena, and walked out.
Just like 2012.
So I'm guessing.
Maybe he was just paid to do that.
I'm guessing they're saving him that match for Saudi Arabia. I guess that's coming up. So, but
and hopefully we'll be able to do a GTA 6 episode soon.
Yes, I swear to you, we'll get to it. But it's just shit happens in my life and stuff. But yeah,
I mean, so much shit to do.
So Pro Wrestling Talk is tomorrow at 8. And we'll be reviewing SummerSlam, and we will also be talking about the new WWE deal with ESPN, which we touched on a little bit at the beginning, but we'll definitely break that down more tomorrow.
I also saw Candice LeRae's ladder bump.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was, we'll review that match.
I bet tomorrow, she didn't appear during this week, or if she did, was she like on? Was she, like on crutches or whatever?
I don't know. I haven't watched SmackDown yet, so it's on right now. But
hey, Sean, it's Brock. I like to watch women piss. Lesnar, allegedly.
Yeah, that Brock Lesnar, the one that had diverticulitis, and he left WWE for 2 years, and now he's back again.
The gift that Steph you saw that I posted from Brock Lesnar, you haven't seen that clip before, right?
No, I wasn't a big Brock Lesnar fan.
Yeah, it was when Brock Lesnar was mocking Eddie Guerrero or that's.
Oh, well, I know, with the one with that, and I went, oh, he's happy that he's gonna go watch some woman piss. Hey, weird fetishes. I get that, but I mean, fuck Brock Lesnar. I wasn't really a big Brock Lesnar fan.
All that.
You weren't a fan of any of the big time wrestlers in our generation.
I was too.
Only
I didn't mind. Well, yeah.
Post Stone Cold. I mean, who else is there really?
Yeah, who else was there other than Stone
Cold?
I
mean, like you didn't like.
Well, Mr. Perfect came back in 2002, but that was it.
You didn't like Kurt Angle. You didn't like all those guys.
No, I hated those guys. But I like people now. Karrion Kross. I like Drew McIntyre. I like CM Punk. He grew on me. CM Punk grew on
a main
me.
event tag
I
match.
remember when you used to hate CM Punk, Angel.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hate him.
You used to hate CM Punk?
In AEW, he was kind of annoying, and his matches weren't good because he was working with like tiny guys, who he was selling way too much for, and
oh god, it's Vince's evil mustache.
Oh no!
Go away! I swear he's following me.
Undertaker is the best. Yeah, Undertaker's a legend.
Undertaker was not the best. Mr. Perfect, bitch.
You can find golden showers in Dubai.
Give that to Brock Lesnar.
They also set up a main event tag match. John Cena and Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre in the main event of SmackDown. So John Cena's wrestling on SmackDown tonight. That's a big deal.
Goody.
Oh my god, he's turning into Vince McMahon.
Where is Brock? Where's Brock? I mean, what's the point of him doing that if you just Brock's back? Oh, I'm not going to Paris though.
This is like the fucking Rock shit. Hey, Rock's back. Oh no,
they're probably saving
Travis Scott.
I'm assuming they're saving that for Saudi Arabia, their big show. So, yeah. So Vince says I have 600-pound sumo wrestlers.
Considering that Vince was in a car crash where he's lucky that literally.
Talk about that too tomorrow.
Yeah, remember that? Who the fuck would get in a car with Vince McMahon?
I thought
I never had to.
With the limo exploding. I thought you meant that one.
No, he literally had a car crash.
He was actually in a car crash. He actually hit a woman going 80 miles an hour. It was like, he was weaving in and out of traffic on 95 going 80, 90 miles an hour and hit broadside
No, some random woman.
He's lucky. She's lucky that she walked away, because if he had hit her any other way, literally she would have. Yeah, he would have killed her. No.
As far as I know, no. He went home.
As
he
far
was not
as we know,
arrested.
no.
He probably got a ticket to appear in court. He got a summons to appear to court, basically, for reckless driving.
Well,
he was actually arrested.
I listened to Jim Cornette, and Jim Cornette was saying how, like, when he got pulled over, Vince got pulled over for once, and he literally just so fucking pissed. You know, he's like, and he grabs and literally peels out in front of the cop, and like, you know, literally the stones are flying behind, and Jim Cornette, he was too scared to look back. He's like, what's happening? So someone looks back and sees the cop just slack jawed, like, really? You just peeled out? Now you're doing 80 again? I just pulled you over because you're doing 80 miles an hour.
He hit me first.
Right, Vince. You keep that up. Yeah, you keep that to Vince.
Yeah, so we had to talk about that too. Vince. That Vince nearly killed some poor woman, and now all he got was a summons to appear in court. By the way, he was not arrested. It was not no mugshot. He just got a summons to appear in court. I think it's next month he's supposed to appear on those charges. It's reckless driving. That's all it was, you know. So it wasn't even.
Well, there's what did Jim Cornette say? That there were several people on X saying, "Oh, he was trying to get to Hogan. He was going north. You fucking idiots, not south."
Yeah. So do you see the pictures? We'll probably bring it up tomorrow. But yeah,
I didn't see the pictures. All I heard was about Jim Cornette.
Vince's Mercedes, whatever vehicle, or Benz or Mercedes Benz.
It was
destroyed.
Yeah,
it was like it was total. Like he has to.
Yeah, it was completely totaled. So I think hers was too. She was literally pushed 100 yards.
Have you seen Vince recently?
Over a guardrail.
He did an interview with TMZ about Hulk. He looks like Pepe Le Pew.
He looks like, what did someone say? The corpse of Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, he looks like the corpse of Pee Wee.
He looks like Pepe Le Pew with the white hair here and the way he's dressed in that suit.
OD Skunk.
Mr. McMahon looked the best during 2002 and 2003 with the mix of the brown hair and the gray hair. You know,
he was in his 50s. He looked.
I thought that was peak Mr.
Yeah. My name is Robert Paulson, so that's Vince's real name apparently. All right. So yeah, all that we got to talk about tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm gonna get David to try to join us too. So it'll be the four of us discussing all this shit. Yeah, as far as I know, he's supposed to be coming on, but I'm gonna double check and confirm for tomorrow. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about tomorrow. No review of SummerSlam, Vince nearly killing some poor woman for no reason, and the WWE deal with ESPN. Like I said earlier in the show, it wasn't about the money; it was about the prestige. Now WWE is ever going to be mentioned with the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, Major League Baseball, and NASCAR, or F1.
Well, you know, when I told my coworker about ESPN, right, I told him that WWE is going to move all their pay-per-views to ESPN. He goes, but they're not a sport. And he just kept repeating that. I'm like, look, I can't pay $30, so fuck WWE.
Yeah. So, like, I'm gonna give this advice here, but you know, if you're a wrestling fan and you don't have cable and you don't want to pay $30 a month for ESPN, guess what you can do? Buy a VPN. Buy a VPN so you can just because all the pay-per-views are on Netflix in Canada. So buy a VPN, go put it on Canada, go to your Netflix, and all your pay-per-views will be there.
A few years ago, so yeah.
Well, if you're a wrestling fan and you do have Netflix, all you got to do is just get a VPN, put it towards Canada. All your Netflix will pop up, and all the pay-per-views will be there, ready for you to watch.
Is there such a thing as a cuck
made
tent?
Hogan sit in the cuck tent a few times.
What the fuck? You mean in the cock tent, and you made him suck your dick?
I'm surprised Mr. McMahon didn't have Hogan in his Kiss His Ass Club.
I don't think. I don't think.
You might as well have it a suck my dick club, because I mean that would have been more entertaining than kissing Vince's ass, really.
Yeah, I don't think this is what Hulk Hogan would have said to that. Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
There's no way he would ever join the Kiss My Ass Club. Even if Vince even suggested it, like for real, like Hey, I want to join I'm gonna have you join the Kiss My Ass Club tonight. Yeah, for ratings, it'd be good for the show. Like, it'll work for me, brother. That's it. That'd be the end of it.
Vince, not his mannish daughter. You think Stephanie McMahon looks like a man?
I don't.
I don't know. I haven't looked at Stephanie lately. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that and so much more tomorrow. It's going to be me. It's going to be Witchy again. Hopefully, Alex will join us, hang out, and David from Deconstructing.
I'll be joining.
Okay. David from Deconstructing Topics podcast. I always forget topics when I say his show. I say Deconstructing Podcast. People look it up, probably can't find it. It's Deconstructing Topics podcast. Sorry about that.
Please watch it.
Because I always butcher it. I say Deconstructing Podcast. It's like, but nobody. I'm sure if people look it up, they can't find it. So it's like, no, it's a Deconstructing Topics podcast. So I gotta remember that. So I assume he'll be with us too. As I've told him at least 3 times. He's, oh yeah, I'll be on. So I'm gonna remind him one more time, either tonight or tomorrow, and hopefully he can make it because.
And he tied it. Thank God.
No, I don't have Apple TV, so I'm not. I see the clips here, but yeah.
Apple TV.
That game is on Apple TV. So as another rant I have, Major League Baseball makes you have cable. They make you have Peacock. They make you have Apple TV. They make you have some.
Just like WWE's trying to do.
Yeah, they make you have all these subscription services in order to watch every single game.
That's what I was saying to you. I was saying like WWE now you have to have Peacock, you have a Peacock, Netflix, ESPN. Then soon SmackDown will not be on cable anymore. They'll be on Hulu
NASCAR
or Prime.
Had races on Prime earlier this season, so yeah.
Yeah. So now to watch.
I don't watch NASCAR.
Or what you can do again.
But Indy and I were able to watch. Well, he didn't watch every race, but he watched one of the races.
They're making a left turn.
Yeah,
They're making another left turn.
No, they don't make left
I'm
turns.
sorry. Not anymore. Now their racetracks are all fucked up. I'm like, whoa. I wouldn't go that speed
There's
going around that corner.
There's a lot of strategy in this sport. Even that's just left turns, but
I'm just teasing,
but yeah, I mean,
brother.
Now if you want to watch professional wrestling, it's easy, or WWE in particular. Just get a VPN, go to Netflix.
Or just,
I think SmackDown.
Nobody wanted to watch
better
AEW.
wrestling, in my opinion, AEW.
But yeah, you
who are you trying to suck up to?
Saving,
whose dick are you sucking, little brother?
I think I had to double check, but I think SmackDown's on Netflix in Canada, so everything WWE is on Netflix out there. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like soon in the United States, SmackDown's going to be on like Hulu or Prime. ESPN has all the pay-per-views. Netflix has it all.
I remember the wrestling channel, similar to the Cinema Sense guy who does the wrestling sense. He's like, who gives a shit about Hulu? I think
yeah.
But I mean, nobody wants to watch AEW, not even on fucking internet.
Yeah, so it's
and their ratings
by the
prove
way,
it. Okay, I get that.
Or
from
you could go
fact.
watch a ZCW or whatever that's called. So
yeah, so
the hardcore
ZCW, huh?
That hardcore fucking shit. The promotion.
Yeah, wait till you see clips of that Steph. It'll make you go crazy.
No, it'll drive.
Well, because I hate that fucking shit anyway. I hate this fucking tables, ladders, and chairs. And we'll talk about that too, because I hate that
match
fucking
happened
shit.
to pay-per-view.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it 20 years ago. I didn't like it 20 years ago. No. Why can't they just be like the Karrion Kross match, where it was an old-time deal?
Well, that's the thing. Gimmick matches or no disqualification, they're fine. This is a philosophical wrestling debate, which I'm going to wrap this up because we can discuss that plenty tomorrow. But no disqualification matches are fine for like wrapping up a feud. You have a hot program, you made a lot of money off. You got to blow it off somehow. Let's do a dog collar match. Let's do a steel cage match. Let's do a street fight. But now,
right? But not every single. Yeah,
and the problem with WWE in Night 2 especially, all the matches were gimmick matches.
Yeah, and we're no
Yeah.
disqualification. Yeah,
that's
gimmick matches.
That
Yeah.
I didn't like that because it ruins the main event. Because the main event should have been a street fight because Cena can't go anymore, so he needs help. He needs the help with the weapons, and that match was actually really good. But I thought the main event. We'll get to that tomorrow.
But nobody gave a shit that Cody won. They were all talking about fucking sex pest allegedly. Brock Lesnar.
It's like that that general manager for NXT. I don't remember her name. But she's like, you two are going to face each other in a steel cage match. Like she never gives any excitement for when.
Like
it's like
she never gives any excitement for the announcement.
It's like it's like a steel cage match. It's like a meaningless thing. Meanwhile, back in the day, steel cage. Holy shit! They're actually gonna get in the cage and they're gonna really beat the crap out of each other. Now it's like
the Hell in a Cell match. It's fucking Hell in a Cell. Say it.
Yeah, so they're supposed to. That's the problem. The booking. This is a philosophical wrestling conversation, which I want to save for tomorrow. But that's why gimmick matches, no disqualification matches are fine to blow off the feud. The only other match that should have been probably no DQ was the solo match, the steel cage match. But of course, steel cage, yeah. So a gimmick match, I meant to say.
Oh.
So, but what happened? There was interference anyway. So we'll get to that tomorrow. I'm really,
Yeah, I mean, it didn't make any sense.
But we'll definitely break that down more tomorrow. And I know I've been wrapping up for 10 minutes, but look, we keep talking, so I keep talking. So I'm losing my voice here. So yeah, that's got to go. So yeah, seriously, guys, do you want to help me out getting a new computer? Those links are in the description box below. I have Ko-fi and PayPal and Cashapp and something else. Yeah, everything is down there. Chime.
Just buy him a new
please.
computer, guys.
If you can, just a few bucks down there and the links, greatly appreciate it.
Maybe if you tribute $50 today, maybe I might show my kidneys next time. No, I'm kidding.
So,
hey, if it would help you out. No, I'm kidding. Guys, help us out any way you can, please. And please like and share and get this all around.
So Angel in the Afternoon will be back next Friday at 7. We're closing on my birthday, by the way, which is the end of the month on Sunday. I'm turning 39. I'm joining Witchy here pretty soon.
Hey, shut up. I'm young yet.
What?
Happy upcoming birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So that's on the 31st, which is on a Sunday.
He's a Virgo.
and Steph, don't forget your closing tagline.
What? Nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody? Yeah. Oh, go suck a dick. Remember, everybody, go suck a dick, right?
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll be back for Pro Wrestling Talk tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, as we're going to get right into it. As soon as I go live, we're going to just go because I only have 2 hours, and we tend to do this. We overshoot our time by 15 minutes, but I can't overshoot my time on tomorrow for reasons, but yeah, so we're going to go right in there. We're going to start with the SummerSlam review. We're going to go to the WWE ESPN deal. We're going to go into possibly wrestling philosophy, blah, blah, blah. And I think at 10:30, Indy has a Jesse Jet show, a clip show at 10:30 on the main INN channel, which is this channel you're looking on now. So check that out as well. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'm rambling on and on. Hope everybody's a great weekend. We hope to see you tomorrow for Pro Wrestling Talk, 8 Eastern. And take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you guys